Space Chimps is a pretty good film. I was really surprised to see that this has 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb across 13,000 reviews and ratings and a Metascore of 36. While IMDb ratings don't always mean that much, sometimes I can really enjoy a film that's got quite a low rating and vice versa. It does obviously give a general overview of how people have responded to this. And I honestly thought it was a really decent experience, and 4.5 out of 10 kind of indicates that a lot of people really didn't like this. This was released in 2008. It's directed by Kirk D'Amico and written by D'Amico and Rob Moreland, and we have a voice cast, including Andy Samberg, Cheryl Hines, Patrick Warburton, Jeff Daniels, Kristin Chenoweth, Kenan Thompson, Jane Lynch, Kath Soucie, Stanley Tucci. Obviously, we have a fabulous voice cast that's reflected in the quality of the voice acting. The animation itself is really satisfying. It's really nice to look at. And I liked the narrative and the characters. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like the story because I'm not really that bothered about space-based films. There are exceptions. And by pure coincidence, I actually watched a somewhat similar narrative recently, a story about fleas who went into space. This one is about monkeys who go into space. And it works really well. A space probe crashes on a planet. So 3 chimps, Ham, Luna, and Titan, are sent there to explore. Ham is actually fully named Ham the Third. The character is being created as the grandson of the actual Ham, who was the first chimp in space. For what it's worth, I don't agree with sending animals into space. They can't consent to getting into potentially dangerous situations, so I don't agree with it. I know they do it because sending a human up there could be even more dangerous, or at least could have more catastrophic effects depending on whether you value human life more or equal to animals' lives. But at the same time, I don't agree with it. But I am able to overlook that purely for the purpose of this film. The pacing is not bad. We get to the point pretty quickly and we have quite a fun story as the chimps go out into space and explore this area, and we have a lot of creativity. We have some beautiful animation, great character designs, the planet design, absolutely brilliant, really nice colour palette. Visually, it's really satisfying. With regards to the story itself, as I said, we have some good pacing. I'd say it held my attention pretty much throughout. I would say if I were to put it on a scale, I'd say it's maybe feeling slightly more like a children's film than a family film. Maybe that's just the mood I was in, I don't know, but it felt like it's maybe just slightly crawling a little bit closer towards being probably more appealing to younger viewers than the whole family. But as I said, I enjoyed it pretty much, so I don't really have any issues there. We have some really likeable, well-written characters. We have some great dialogue between the chimps. We have some lovely music, and it's a little funny too. So in general, I thought Space Chimps was a solid experience, and I was really surprised to see that rather low average rating. So if you've been considering watching it and you've looked at that and thought, well, I'm not going to prioritize it, sure, I wouldn't say it's the best film I've seen in a long time. There are other films that I'd recommend first, but I would say add it to your watch list and give it a go, because I thought it was a solid film, and certainly one that's worth checking out if you like animations, or indeed if the concept sounds appealing to you. It's a good story, great characters, solid voice acting, really nice animation. Space Chimps is a decent film, and I'm happy to recommend it.